Okay. Can you tell us what your main area of concern for your child was?
It's definitely social. It was so obvious that he was having stranger anxiety. I couldn't even talk to someone, anybody, not even family. I mean, if you talk about grandparents, I couldn't even talk to them. I would be pulled away or get pinched on the earlier days. Yes.
He would pinch you?
Yeah, he would pinch me. So that, we'll move away from the conversation.
Okay. What about other difficulties? Which areas was he exhibiting problems, maybe in school or other kind of difficulties rather than the social?
Learning. He wasn't in the beginning it was okay when he was in standard 1. I think on the preschool level he was okay. But when in the middle of standard 1 or towards the end of standard 1, when the child really have to work independently and have to pick up on his own to do schoolwork, he was already falling behind compared to the rest of his friends.
Can you give any examples of maybe some classroom scenarios or behaviors that you can remember?
Yes. He was never really able to sit down on his desk. He was always moving about, fidgeting. He was doing quite strange things. This was when the teachers was telling me that something is not right because he was eating chalks and rubbers. Yes. Yes. That was happening.
Okay. What actions or interventions did you take prior to coming to KidzGrow?
Well, we were still in Pahang then. We were not from KL. I thought love will do the work. Love and 100% mom's attention will do the job. But it's not. I realized that it's beyond what I could do. I need help from the outside. And when we came down to KL, we started to go to many enrichment centers. And we were told that they are not able to help parents because they only deal with normal kids. Until we met this lady who told us about KidzGrow. And when we came to KidzGrow, things started changing.
So how did you feel like as a parent when you were thinking, okay, all I need to give is love, and you're seeing no change?
Well, you will realize that love alone is not enough because things are not working to what you think it should be, right? You need help from experts. And coming to KidzGrow, it wasn't so much about the learning first. It was more about himself, what he can do with himself, whether he can jump, whether he can, really run, all these things. When he was doing revamp, you could see a big improvement on his confidence in himself. And fast forward was, I think it's amazing. That's one word. It's amazing. I think all parents should do it too.
Yeah, the parents should be doing
it.
Yes,
parents should be doing it too.
Okay. How long was your child enrolled in the program for?
We started in November. In November until about 5 months, he was just doing revamp. And then Terence started fast forward in April, right? And he has just finished his first bit of fast forward.
What was the first change you noticed when your child was attending the KidzGrow program, the very first change?
Definitely the interest in words. And his cognitive processing seems to be so much better. He will come back with what he can remember in fast forward and try it on us and see whether we could reason like what it should be. He will say things like the clown is the boy in blue is chasing the girl who is mad. Now, Mom, who's mad? Dad, who's mad?
And then throughout the program, towards the end of it, what did you notice? Towards the end.
Towards the end, he was a happier child. That's one thing. He's more willing to learn. He is more aware of himself. When it comes to learning, he could sit down and concentrate for a much longer period of time. Of course, the memory power, like he can spelling. You only have to go with him once or twice, and it gets in. And he can play around with words these days. It's really nice.
When you compare your child from now to the time that he first started, what's the biggest improvement you've noticed?
I see my child turn around so much. I think with this interview, you won't have time for me to tell you everything. But definitely, I think he has fast forward so much, at least about 2-3 years ahead of where, before he started.
Okay, and what about other people? Have they noticed any improvements, your family members or teachers or friends?
Yes, his father the most. His father still works in Pahang, so he gets to see Terence during the weekend. And every week he comes back, his dad will come and tell me things like, I noticed this, I noticed that, and it's so good for Terence, and it's so good for us to even push him further. Of course, his teachers and his friends are saying very, very positive things about his behavior, his learning, and his all-round.
What have the teachers noticed?
The teachers have noticed that he is more settled in now. He is starting to really get interested in his friends and in his schoolwork, and he's much more easier to teach.
How about his mood? Are there changes in mood or general happiness?
Terence is generally a very happy child. I think overcoming his social anxiety, which he is now about 75%, he is more comfortable with everything that's around him. And, that has helped a lot.
And did he enjoy coming to KidzGrow?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. KidzGrow to him was like a second home, I should say. It's more, it has played a more important role than his actual formal school.
As a concerned parent sharing your story, what message do you want to give other parents who are listening to you right now?
Right. All of us go through very, very hard time when we find that there's something that our child needs issues to be addressed and everything. Love alone is not enough. Getting the right people and getting the right therapies is the most important thing to help a child to step forward. A lot of us are in denial for one reason or another. That's no excuse, really. We should put our children's interests first.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.